Alright, shalom, y'all. Come back with one real quick. 5 biggest mistakes in adding a wife. 5 biggest mistakes in adding a wife to your household. Second wife, third wife, whatever. It's the 5 biggest mistakes that I've seen, that I've been seeing brothers deal with. But number 1, this ain't no in particular order. Matter of fact, I'm starting off with number 1. It says not establishing that you are head and in charge in the house. This is the number 1 issue that I've been seeing. A lot of brothers, they want to jump into the poly life, and they see a lot of people out here with 2 or 3 wives, and they like, oh yeah, that look like fun. Act like I need to be into that. And it's not saying that you don't, but you have to understand, if you don't establish order in your household, in anything, if you don't establish order, it's gonna be straight chaos. But in your household, this is where this is supposed to be your place of peace. You're supposed to be able to come home to women that could actually make your life better, make your life more peaceful. You can't put yourself in a situation where you surrounding yourself with just pretty girls, pretty unuseful females. And a lot of brothers end up doing that because a lot of these females is absolutely beautiful out here. So you gotta make sure you're dealing with a woman that fears God. If she don't fear God, you're in trouble. Because you're not able to establish no order. If she don't fear God, how's she gonna fear you? Like, who do you think you are to where you above God, to where you can make a woman fear you that don't fear God? Now, of course, you can try to physically impose yourself on her, but that's not going to get your point across. You're supposed to be doing your best to show her God's laws, and that's the only way you're going to live righteously in this, what you call polygamy community. And the reason why I say it like that is because it's becoming a community today. There's so many people out here doing it. And I hope y'all can hear me, man. I hope this damn thing ain't messing up. But yeah, in order to do this right and do it successfully, you're gonna have to set God's laws in it. God's order gotta be in it. If you try to do it your own way, you're gonna end up having these women fighting in the house, like literally fighting. You're gonna have these women trying to take over your spot, trying to run the whole situation. And of course, that's not what this is about. So the best thing for you to do is get in line with God. Start listening to God. Start keeping God's commandments before you even think that you can have more than one wife. I wouldn't advise brothers that don't keep God's commandments, because you're going to be dealing with all kind of craziness, no morals, it's no structure at all. It's just anything goes. And that's perfect situations for these pretty demons out here. So got to look out for that. That's number 1. It's not establishing that you are the head, that you are in charge. Alright, number 4 says not making her prove she can serve you before having sex with her. Not making her prove she can serve you. Not making her prove this order that you're speaking on. She can't just say that she agreed to the order, that okay, yeah, you in charge, whatever. No, she have to display that with her actions. So if you get in a situation where you're not letting a woman you're not allowing a woman time to display her true actions to you, then you just go ahead and knock her down. You're putting yourself in a situation now. Because when we're dealing righteously, we have to keep the woman that we sleep with. We don't just sleep with a woman and let her go. That's another thing with this poly community. It's like trying flavors. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like this, I'm just try this and then move on to the next. That's wicked as hell. And I'm not down with none of that. So that's what y'all down with. Hey, do y'all, but just know that's wicked in the eyes of God. And He will pay you back for that. But anyway, we're trying to teach brothers how to do this thing the right way. And in order to do it right, you have to have structure. The structure is key to this, man, to longevity. Because y'all can play around, but it ain't gonna last long. So make her prove that she can actually be your servant. Make her prove that she gonna actually walk like that in your house. Make her prove that she can actually be cordial, or not even cordial, more than cordial, friendly, joyful, positive with the other girls. Make her prove this and watch her. Pay attention. These motherfuckers crafty. They'll run game all day. So make her prove herself that she can actually be your servant. This is something that's just like so far-fetched. People are like, man, make her prove her. Yeah, make her prove herself to you. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it's supposed to be. The king's way. You a king. Women are supposed to prove themselves to you that they are worthy of you. So we gotta get on that. But yeah, that was number 4. Number 4 is not making her prove herself that she can serve you, that she gonna come as a servant before you have sex with her. Because once you have sex, she feel like she is obligated to your space all of a sudden. She forgot you her king and everything. Make her prove herself that she gonna serve you as unto Christ, not just serve you like anybody. Make her serve you like a king and a god. That's how she's supposed to treat you. That's the only thing righteous. Number 3, having 2 houses. And I put for most. Because some brothers, they're able to take care of that because they're financially blessed. But for most brothers, having 2 houses can destroy the whole thing. Because it'll destroy your pockets financially. Now, understanding that these women are your servants, and they understanding that they serve and obey you in all things, they understand that their finances also belong to you. So if all of these finances are coming to the head and being spread out the way it needs to be spread out, it should be able to be taken care of. Problem is, you're you're stressing yourself too much. You're stretching yourself too much having 2 houses just for 2 women. That's just crazy. You can put 2 in one house, or even 3 or 4 in one house. You just got to be able to see what you can afford with your pockets, and don't let them make the decision for you. Having 2 houses in the beginning is very I wouldn't recommend it. So I'm giving you my 5 mistakes that I see brothers making. So, and mistakes shit I made. I can't even say brothers making either, but you know what I'm saying? Shit I did. So having 2 houses will definitely kill your pockets. Just understand that. Number 2, and again, if brothers that can do it, hey, more power to you, but it'd be better for you to stack up a little bit more with that 1 house and then go ahead and get you a couple houses or whatever, on some land preferably. Number 2, allowing looks to override submissiveness. Allowing looks to override submissiveness and character. You'll see a beautiful woman. The scriptures say a man loves nothing better than a beautiful woman. Like a man, there's so many beautiful things out here. Like, perfect example. Let me get y'all this real quick. If I can turn this damn thing around. No, I don't think it turned around. Alright, I'll show y'all like this. It's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? This is a beautiful sight out here. Most High made this. You know what I'm saying? But out of all the beautiful sights that he made, the woman is the most beautiful thing on earth. Most beautiful thing. So, because of this woman got all kind of power that come with that, just off of beauty. We got to understand that God counteracted that with his laws by giving us control and power over the woman. A lot of brothers can't really take the control and power because the beauty has overwhelmed them. And we're being taught that you have to have one woman. Of course, that's going to destroy a lot. But that beauty is very powerful. If a man don't understand he's in charge, the beauty of a woman can do a lot of damage in society. So allowing her looks to override character, you can get in a situation where she can woo you, or she can say a couple things and everything be all good, and then she just cause all kind of terror and havoc in your household. That's allowing beauty to override everything else. She go out, she sleep with this man, she go and do this and that, and you just a straight sucker. Allowing beauty to override character and submissiveness. I mean, of course, it's 1,000 examples. I mean, I'm sure brothers can come up with 1,000 examples of how women, beauty is getting over on brothers, and how brothers is allowing women to get over on them because of their beauty. So that's my number 2, would be allowing looks to override submissiveness. All right. My number 1, I should say my last one. I ain't had no specific order. That was 5. That was 4 of them. This is the last one. It said allowing the first wife's input to trump your own good judgment. Now, why do I say that? The scripts say not to consult with the woman to whom she is jealous. So a lot of the times, the number one thing a woman is fearful of and jealous of is if another woman comes looking better or doing better. So it's not wise to consult with her on the woman that you would seem to look better or be in a position to where she would be coming in with more skills or anything like that. I'm not saying that's in every case, but in most cases, women they just have that jealousy in them. And you have to, as a man, teach them this script. Like, for instance, Ecclesiastes 26:6, where he said, the grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that's jealous over another woman. So you have to instill these things in them so they can understand not to be jealous. You have to. If not, it's going to rain in them. It's just natural in them. They'll say it's not natural in them, and then they'll see another woman that they feel is more beautiful or whatever, and then they'll start getting jealous. So as a man, you have to understand you cannot allow any of your wives' input to trump your own good judgment on what you see, on what you feel in a woman. They like to say, oh, women intuition, and the woman don't know best. She don't know best. Please stop thinking that, stop teaching that, because that's just straight foolishness, and that's what they use to control their whole little domain. So don't allow a woman's input on your second or third wife. Make sure she understands that she's in a servant position and that she's not in no type of authority to take no control over that situation at all. She is to just do as she's told, as the scripture says, in everything. So she should be, and this is to keep it all the way 100. If she was really in the mindset of you being her king, her Lord, her God, as the scripture says, she would prefer you to have more servants, because she understands that glorifies you. That brings more glory to you. Therefore, she would be like, yeah, I would be wanting to bring more to my husband. And in that same sentence, and that same instance, if you was to, say, bring a girl that you've been speaking to for, 3 or 4 months or whatever, and he was like, hey, I want to go ahead and bring this sister home to have a dinner with her, and I'm going to have my girls cook dinner. Guess what? They should be humble enough to be like, yes, sir, I'm going to go ahead and cook dinner. I'm going to go ahead and make a nice dinner for her. I want to make it nice and comfortable for her so she can understand this is a family environment and that she's welcome here. Why? Because she's really supposed to be in the mindset of treating her Lord like her husband like her true Lord, her true king, and want more to glorify him. Want more women or more servants, period, to glorify her Lord. If she really was about what she's talking about in these scripts, because the scripts say she's supposed to obey in everything. And was it Psalms 45:10, where it said that the woman is supposed to worship her husband. Now, I know that touch a lot of ears, and y'all don't quite get it, but y'all been doing this the whole time and don't even understand it. Y'all just been doing it to the wrong men. Y'all been worshiping idols out here is what y'all been doing. But to your husband, he just a nigga. So, women, if y'all really about the Lord, you got to glorify your husband as he is the Lord. And if that's the case, the same way you would reach out to people like, yeah, come to Christ and all that, you would reach out to other women about them coming and serving your husband. As deep, it's very deep for you, so I know that cut a little too hard. I know it hurt. America got you thinking that you're everything. But again, you'll sure do it. You'll be out here trying to spread the word of Christ to everybody. Yeah, come to Christ, come to Christ. Then you find out you got to treat your husband like Christ. And it's like, it's a problem. We got to stop playing with this, man. Eventually, the Lord going to come back. He's going to go ahead and pay everybody back for all this sin going on around here, man. So, like I said, our job, we trying to show our brothers that this poly life is supposed to be normal. We trying to bring it back to normalcy. Hopefully brothers can get blessed like they're supposed to. Like I said, that's my top 5 for, or not my 5 biggest mistakes that I've noticed in this so-called poly life. Yeah, check this joint out one more time, man. It ain't too bad here. It ain't too bad. Oh, Florida. I'll get at y'all, man. Shalom.